Good. Virgo, what's good? This is Joy Kimberly, bringing you your Mercury retrograde in Leo and then Cancer special. This is not about time frames, this is about energy and how it will affect you. These messages may or may not resonate for you. If not, you should definitely check out your moon, your rising, your Venus, and or Mars signs. Venus and Mars are for love. Venus if you're a woman. Mars if you're a man. And you should definitely check out your Mercury sign, since this is about Mercury. And also, Virgo, Mercury is your ruling planet. These messages may also be for people around you, or they can definitely be the energies around you. All of my information will be below in the description box if you want to hit us and stuff for a personal session. And that's pretty much that. For my new subscribers, viewers, watchers, all that shit. For the old ones who haven't been here in a while, I have resumed revamping my site since my father passed away. And, because remember I had stopped. So, when I picked it back up again, I realized that shit, Mercury's going retrograde. I may as well take advantage of some of that energy. And that's what I'm doing. And so I'll be taking my time, and I'm aiming for an early August relaunch date. So in the interim, you can purchase a personal session on the site that is up. That is the link that is below. If you can't find what you're looking for, email me and we can tailor something specifically for you. In addition to that, I have canceled all tarot parties because I'm moving. Yay! So I will not be hosting any tarot parties until I have moved and gotten settled in. In the interim, if you are interested in me attending one of your own personal parties, private events, whatever the fuck, email me. We could work something out, especially if it's in the 5 boroughs of New York City. Again, the purpose of this spread is to find out how Mercury retrograde will affect you, what are the energies, the challenges, what's helping you, etc. Last but not least, we are adults here and we curse. So if that's gonna bother you, get the fuck out. That's your cue. You should go. Get them kids up out of here too, man. This shit is not kid friendly. Don't think I'll be cursing around my kids either. Maybe I do. Alright, maybe. No. I'm gonna put it to you like this. With the shit that I be talking to some of y'all about, kids, my own kids don't need to hear that, so yours definitely don't either. Just saying. So yeah, with all that being said, we're gonna jump right into your spread. I just need to share this page, and I'll be right back. Look what you made me do. I was so Okay then, Virgo. Bottom of the deck, you have the 2 of Fire, redefined by the King of Pentacles. Some of y'all are assessing the lay of the land and making some really, really big plans. I like how at the bottom of the deck, it's you, and at the last card of the spread is you. I like that. I'm not going to say this concerns me, but what stands out the most is you have a lot of fucking swords on the table. You got 1, 2. This is the primary deck. This is the primary deck. And then I'm redefining with the Egyptian Tarot. As far as the primaries, you have 1, 2, 3 swords cards. And the redefiner, you have 1, 2, 3 swords cards. Like, that's 6 swords cards. That's a lot. It's a 5-card spread. The fuck? Anyway. Have a care to not overanalyze shit. Please. Please, fucking please. Please do not overanalyze it. Don't overthink it. Just assess it and move on. I feel like it's with the eclipse energy and the Mercury retrograde. It's going to make you go over shit one time too many. I mean, excuse me, at the end of the day, with Mercury retrograde, you're supposed to be redoing things, revising things, looking it over, making a list, checking it 8,000 times and shit, but don't get too caught up in the details because you will lose the bigger picture. Some of you could also be, with the Two of Wands here, it says new partnerships or contracts. Y'all know better. You know fucking better during Mercury retrograde. So if this is something new, I hope it's something that you're revisiting, that you were thinking about doing before and you're picking it back up now, or something that had already started at least 2 weeks to 2 months prior, and you're deciding now to pick it back up, revise shit, tweak it here, tweak it there. That's fine. But anything totally new that during this Mercury retrograde is a fucking no. Just saying. In addition to that, some of you may also be trying to make a decision between two paths. Remember, the Two of Wands, aka the Two of Fire, is the in or out energy. In or out, left or right, up or down, black or white, wet or dry. What is we gonna do? That's what that energy is. And so for some of you, you are assessing, like, which way do I want to go with this? How do I want to do this? Some of you may also be trying to decide which project or which contract you're going to sign up with. Underneath the Two of Wands, you have the Tower card. And then you have the Four of Pentacles. This really makes me feel like something, y'all dropped something. And the Four of Pentacles for me is always a drop it like it's hot card. I also feel like for some of you there was some level of enlightenment with this Tower moment. Especially, and I feel like for a lot of you, you saw it when you were assessing the lay of the land. You was like, oh shit, epiphany. I gotta drop that. And I'm going to go with this because it either offers more stability or more creative freedom. Especially with the King of Cups coming right behind it. And then now the Three of Wands. And then the Four of Wands. Two of Air. And the Magician. And I'm sorry, not the Magician. The High Priestess. So this is telling me that you know, the decision is being made with love. And also, I also feel like it's more of a balanced decision. Like, as you're not thinking more about, you're not being more logical than you are being imaginative or allowing your creativity to dictate how you make the decision. Like, I feel like it's a balanced decision. And with the Three of Wands and then the Four of Wands, this makes me feel like you're waiting before making a full decision on the stability or putting plans into full motion. Especially anything having to do with a new home. For some of you could have pets. The salamanders saying, hey boo, don't forget about your fur friends, babies. Or if they don't have fur, just your animal four-legged friends. If they don't have legs, your friends, your animal friend. Listen, you know where I'm going with this shit. Okay. Two of Wands, and then the High Priestess, this is just telling me that you're looking at shit for what it is. Like, if you were blinded or you were stuck and couldn't really make a decision, I feel like it's just going to be a guided decision again. And it's balanced, especially anything having to do with your intuition. And I'm also feeling like when you do make this decision, you are going to be keeping it to yourself until possibly after, it's either after Mercury goes direct again or after he's fully out of his post-shadow. Because you know the shadow period. Honey, hunty. I just need to show you something really quick though. With the High Priestess, it's not this one. The Three of Wands, the King of Water. It's not this one. Even the Tower card. These cards make me feel like whatever decision you're going to be making, you need to take your time. Be patient. Take a breath. Take a deep breath. Step back and assess it and then go back. Step back and assess it and then don't be afraid to do, I'm going to take 2 step backs and I'm going to take 1 step forward. I'm going to take 2 more steps back and take 1 step, because you need to be able to see everything. Not just the little details, which make up the bigger picture, but you need to be able to see the bigger picture. And you also need to not make this decision hastily. Don't be hasty with the shit. Okay? Alright? Fucking that. Alright, underneath the King of Pentacles, whoo, shit. You have the Ace of Cups. For some of you, you could be deciding to leave something alone completely as far as a relationship I don't feel like you want to defend your decision to leave it either. It just feels like I don't want to do this anymore. I also feel like for a lot of you, the decision to complete this it's come full circle. I feel like for a lot of you, you delayed it for a while, and now you're finally like, nah, no, we're done. Especially anything having to do with the family life, and for a lot of you, this was pretty toxic. And with the change there, it makes me feel like for some of you, you were married and you're leaving the marriage. You may have some regrets, but I still feel like you're moving forward with clarity. And for a lot of you, you've already started the healing process. And you're probably already feeling better and celebrating it. Whether you're celebrating by yourself or with friends, there is still a certain level of happiness here. Look at this shit. This is how happy y'all are. I'm happy. I don't even want anybody to know how fucking happy I am. Like, you got your wish. You got your wish. And with the death card reversed right behind it, it makes me feel like this is something that should have been dead a long time ago. But you know, everything happens when it's supposed to, Virgo. Period. 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 Alright, let's jump into your spread. Let's jump into your... Alright. Okay. I'm gonna need some sleep. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and Mercury. For the Mercury retrograde in Cancer, in Leo, and then Cancer spread. We are clarifying the spread. Please give us clear-cut, straightforward clarifiers for whatever cards we decide to clarify. Thank you. Thank you. Can I have one card to clarify? Oh, I didn't even start reading the goddamn card yet. My bad. Thanks, Mercury. Fuck out. Just saying. Your first card placement is you and your environment, Virgo. You have 3 of air, aka the 3 of swords, redefined by the Emperor reversed. Alright. Now, with the Emperor reversed and the 3 of air, for some of you, you could be allowing your emotions to overtake you, or it could be your mind. Like, there's too much control here for some of you, and for others of you, you may not be able to control your thought patterns. With all of these fucking swords on the table, I'm really leaning more towards your thoughts and emotions may be out of whack, especially leading to some type of heartache or feeling of betrayal. But at the end of the day, with it being a sword card, it's not really something that you're feeling. It's more of something that you're thinking. And with the Emperor card here, some of you may be feeling like you can't control something or someone, and it could be making you very angry. Let's clarify. Others of you may need to either forgive yourself or someone else, and you may not want to do that. Please clarify Virgo and their environment. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and Mercury. Please clarify Virgo and their environment. Please clarify Virgo and their environment. One more card to clarify Virgo. This is old. This also feels like, you know, not only do you need to be letting some shit go, but you need to heal from it. And for some of you, you may be wanting to hold on to the pain because you want to be able to hold on to the anger. Like, you don't want to let it go. And because of that, you're blocking out your intuition. And also, some of you could be letting it be known, especially with all these communication cards on the table, that, you know, I'm hurting. You hurt my fucking feelings. I don't appreciate this shit, and now I'm angry. But Virgo angry is not the same thing as Aries angry. And so that's why there's so many swords cards here, because it's like I'm thinking I want to do this, or I'm communicating I want to do this, or I'm feeling this way. For some of you, you could be very passive aggressive with it, and just you're either letting it be known in how can I put this? It's like you're either attempting to let it be known positively or not so much. So how can I put this? Like, instead of you, case in point, if you're breaking up or you're going through a breakup, instead of you just letting the shit, like, fuck it, I'm gonna just lay it out on the table, this is how I'm feeling, they'll do something to irk you, and you're like, see, this is why I want to get the fuck out this relationship, because you ain't shit, and blah, 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 blah. And like, it's just, it's petty as fuck, y'all. And I can't say it's outside of your energy, but like, this is the way that you're expressing it, as opposed to you being like the Emperor, who is pretty, he can be a monster when he's angry. But that's Aries, so you expect that because Aries is the god of war. Virgo, you're a little different. Your angry is mental. My Mars is in Virgo, and it's fucking retrograde. So I get it. Like, a lot of times we will either repress our anger or let it out in a way that's not healthy for anyone. And I feel like for a lot of you, that's going to be a challenge here. So right now, you're telling someone, I want to heal from this, but I really can't. Or some of you probably did heal from it, but you're still holding on to some bullshit. Hence the Three of Swords here. Because not for nothing, with the Four of Swords here being reversed, you should be coming out of some type of respite, recovery time, healing time. But, you know, and instead of you completely letting it go, you're still holding on to that shit. And ignoring your intuition, which is saying, listen, yo, let that shit go. But you feel like there's victory in being this angry. How? How are you feeling like this? And for some of you, you really think you're coming from a place of love. Like, it's almost like you're loving yourself because of this. I'm not going to let my guard down because you're a piece of shit. But you just went through this healing phase, so excuse me. What did you really heal? If you're still coming out of it, holding on to the same angry energy. Just saying. A lot of you need to be letting your guards down, and you can't see that this is what you're holding on to. This is what the anger is doing to you. And for some of you, you're living off of that negative energy. You gotta let it go, guys. Because otherwise, you're going to be stuck and delay this new beginning. And prolong your unhappiness, which inevitably prolongs your healing. I feel like a lot of you started the healing process, but you may have rushed through it. And so what's going to have to happen, especially with the Death card here reverses, you're going to have to go back into this Four of Swords state so that you can come out of it fully healed. Because right now, bro, you're not. Your next card placement is how Mercury retrograde will affect you. You have the Four of Swords redefined by the Ace of Swords. Now, I told y'all there's a lot of swords here. Four of Swords, time to take a rest or vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. That's like with you and your environment. It's like you've already made the decision. Instead of just letting the time go by, allowing yourself to heal, allowing some type of distance between the two of you, time between the two of you, like maybe I just need to not fuck with you for a minute, and you rushed it. You fucking rushed it. And so with this Ace of Swords reversed, it kind of makes me feel like, one, for some of you, you feel like, oh, I don't have to forgive anything. I don't have to heal anything. Some of you may be denying the truth, which is smacking you in the face with all these swords. And also, some of you may also be just saying, I don't need to do that because that's not what's happening. Some of you could be in denial, especially with the Ace of Swords here reverse. You could be lying to yourselves. Please clarify how Mercury retrograde will affect Virgo. What the fuck did I say? Can't even see the forest from the trees, y'all. One more card to clarify how Mercury retrograde will affect Virgo. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. Excuse me. It's like for some of you, you want this shit. With the Nine of Cups. Look at this shit. Nine of Cups and then the Two of Swords. Some of you desire to just ignore the entire situation. And so, it's not that you don't... It's not that you don't think or know that the situation needs healing. You just like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't even exist. What? What do you mean? Clarification. I can't see what you're talking about at all. At all. I can't even think about it because I don't know what you're talking about. The universe is going to make you see differently. That's what this Mercury retrograde is about. Or it'll guide it to you gently. Just saying. And don't forget about the eclipse for next week. Listen, shit. Bottom of the deck, you got the Nine of Cups, the Two of Swords, because I don't want to deal with this. I just want to reject it. And telling half-truths. And realizing that the whole truth is right there. I just need to add a little love to the situation so I can get it. I also need to be receptive to my own intuition, but I'm not because ego makes me feel like I'm right and they're wrong. And with the Ten of Pentacles right behind the Devil, this makes me feel like a lot of you are just, you're not focused on what's important. You're focused on the materialistic bullshit. Your next card placement is what challenges you during this Mercury retrograde, and you have the Sun. And it's redefined by the Two of Swords. I'm sorry, not the Sun, the Star. Yo, it's not a coincidence that the same cards are popping up. This is not coincidental, y'all. You have to look at the situation for what the fuck it is. And that's what this Star and Two of Swords is about. It's like, you cannot ignore this forever. With the Star card here, for some of you, it's about enlightenment. And for others of you, you're going to have to realize that there's either no hope, which you know that's why you're ignoring it, or there's a different way. You just have to make a bigger long-term plan for whoever that applies to. Please clarify. Please. Some of you should be seeking guidance from kind of makes me feel like a father, even though this is not the Emperor, but a priest, a pastor, somebody who is in a position of authority. Also, somebody who is spiritually enlightened. Please clarify how Mercury retrograde will challenge Virgo. How Mercury retrograde will challenge Virgo. One more card to clarify. 20 cards. One more card to clarify how Mercury retrograde will affect Virgo. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. Yeah, baby. So, you're going to have to look at this thing head on, for one. You're going to have to follow your intuition. Intuition has a big thing to do with this Mercury retrograde, because I just did a Aries video, and their message was kind of similar, where your intuition is what will guide you over the next couple of weeks. It's not going to steer you wrong at all. You just have to ego got to sit the fuck down so you can hear it. And when you do hear it, you have to know that that's what it is. And nothing and no one can challenge that. Not even you. And if you do, it may not be in your best interest. Period. This also makes me feel like there's some type of enlightenment that's coming, and that's the challenge is going to be for you to accept it, or ignore it. What your clarifier is being the Magician and the Lovers reversed, and then the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The Magician is making me feel like this is something that you manifested with a clear conscience. Whether or not you remember or not, that's on you. But this is what you asked for, and now you're getting it. And so, excuse me. So now you have to decide how you're going to move forward, because the universe is like, listen, you asked for this and we gave it to you. Now you trying to act like you don't want it? What the fuck we supposed to do with it? Underneath the Four of Wands, look, see, Eight of Pentacles reversed, because for some of you what could have been happening was it wasn't happening fast enough for you. So you either took a different route, or you just dropped the shit completely and was like, fuck it, I don't want to deal with this anymore. And then Mercury retrograde comes and says, hey, remember that thing you was manifesting over there? You was like, fuck it, it's not happening fast enough. They wasn't moving fast enough for your stinking ass, huh? No? They wasn't moving fast enough for you? Well, guess what? It's here. What you gonna do? You can't give it back, because remember, you made this decision to start it. Whether or not it took long or it took a while to get here, stalemate, it's neither here nor there. It's here now. So what you gonna do? That's gonna be your challenge. What are you going to do now? Because for some of you, I heard like you bit off more than you can chew. And even though you felt like that was the right thing, now it's more of like, oh shit, what is I'm going to now? Because for some of you with the King of Cups here, you did the right thing emotionally, but with the Queen of Cups being here reversed, you ignored your intuition, which essentially told you to fucking wait. Devil, hello devil, ego again, told you, oh no, you don't have to listen to your intuition, just go ahead. Just go ahead and just scrap that and do something different. Just saying, Virgo. And now for some of you, you may either lose money or some type of stability. I know the Five of Pentacles was reversed, but it still makes me feel like there's going to be some level of loss or something to that effect, because you've already started to do something different. And now that this has fully come through, now you have to decide, oh shit, what am I going to do? Your next card placement is how Mercury retrograde will help you. You have the Knight of Air, redefined by the King of Swords. It's a lot of clear thinking. However, this motherfucker, this is the diarrhea of the mouth night. He talks too much, and he knows a lot. And coupled with the King of Swords, he knows so much. But you got to remember, with the primary card is the Knight. He is not the King. So even though he may have all of this knowledge, he lacks the experience that the King has. So you're going to have to use that to your advantage, Virgo. Because remember, how is this going to help you position? Listen to this shit. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options. There are creative solutions. So it's not that you're fucked, but now you got these two things that you manifested because you couldn't wait. Now you got two things instead of one. And so you're going to have to do something with it, because the universe is like, listen, motherfucker, you're not going to waste this shit. So what you going to do about it? You're just going to have to figure it out. Don't talk too much, though, and don't promise more than you can deliver. Please clarify how Mercury retrograde will help Virgo. I feel like it's going to help you by assisting you in thinking quick on your feet. 2 cards to clarify how Mercury retrograde will help Virgo. 2 cards. 1 more card to clarify. What the fuck is this shit? And then at the bottom of the deck, you have, I'm going to say this too, because when I flipped it over, it was this card. It was like this. And when I moved it, I saw the Page of Cups reversed. And then when I flipped this over, it was the the Five of Pentacles. So what's going to happen is you're going to have to look at this shit with a sharp intellect and with the information given to you by the Knight of Swords. And that's what's going to help you. You're going to realize that what you thought you wanted to put your energy into it's not happening. It's not. Also, whatever it was that you were trying to make, build, etc., it's not. This is the same cup that is here clarifying these are your two clarifiers. This is the same cup that the page is holding. This ace. And you're going to realize that this offer was bullshit. And that's how Mercury retrograde is going to help you. It's not a coincidence that this Five of Pentacles, which was with the same fucking Five of Pentacles that was at the bottom of the deck for what challenges you. So, yeah, you can avoid the loss if you are willing to listen to your intuition. Yo, you can't let ego fuck it up for y'all. You cannot allow ego to fuck it up for you, or that know-it-all shit. Oh, ego. Don't let it do it. I feel like this is a golden opportunity for you to fix something. And so, you got to be clear-minded to do it. Remember that. For some of you, you researched a relationship, or you let a relationship go, and then you started something else, and the same person you let go came knocking like, but why'd you leave? I told you I'd be right back. And you like, but shit, how was I supposed to know that? I ain't even know. And here comes the motherfucker who was waiting for you to drop that shit. And you like, oh my God, you so pretty, and you so this, and that, all this bullshit. And then you realize they were full of shit. Sorry, the whole time. Look at this shit. Look at this shit here. Look at this shit here. But this is at the bottom of the deck. Y'all have to realize that there is a lot of mental clarity here. You have to give yourself time to think, though. You don't try to make split decisions, because it's not in your best interest to do this now. It's really in your best interest, though, to be the magician reversed from the vice versa tarot. He doesn't necessarily manipulate. What he does is he steps back. Once he's done everything that he's supposed to do, right side up, like I've done all the manifesting I was supposed to do, I've done the intentions, I've done the rituals, now I need to step back and just wait for the universe to do the rest. Or I need to wait for this shit to take root. And so that's what y'all need to be doing in order for these clear ass thoughts, ideas, plans, honesty. In order for all that shit to come through, you have to not allow this motherfucker to come through. Just saying. Just fucking saying. Also, too, for some of you, this information is going to help you cut this shit out of your life. Because for some of you could have been fucking with somebody who was doing a lot of cheating. And they always offered you this cup, but the cup has never been full. And they've always been coming from this Page of Cups energy where, they promise you shit. They look good, they sound good, but they're not really about anything. Reality. So Mercury retrograde will help you by seeing this shit clearer than you have ever seen it before, and gearing you and allowing you to make a decision with a clear conscience and knowing that you're coming from a place of integrity and doing what's right. Your last card placement is your most likely outcome as a result of Mercury retrograde in Leo, and then Virgo, you have the Hermit. That's y'all. Redefined by the Knight of Cups reversed. The Hermit says, spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, and self-discovery. Yeah, it's time to be silent, y'all. It's time for you to assess shit, look at shit, think about it, meditate. A lot of meditation. Where was the Four of Swords? Here you go. Meditate. You got the Four of Swords twice. Look at him. He is chilling. He's chilling. Look at his people. They looking at him like, well, damn, you don't want to play today? He's like, no, motherfuckers, I don't. I just want to chill. Excuse you. I need to be over here regenerating my energy, because damn, I done depleted that bitch. Redefined by the Knight of Cups, I just feel like Y'all are not. You're gonna be rejecting some type of offer, and if it's a renewal offer, I just don't feel like you with it. Even with Mercury retrograde and the re-energy, I don't think that. Yeah, y'all are not. It just no, especially since going through the entire spread, it was about listening to your intuition, allowing the healing process, all of that good shit. You need to make it happen, let it happen, make it happen. And then once you get to your final outcome, you're realizing that I'm Virgo. Bitch, you can never knock me out of whack. I might be off kilter for a second, but it's only going to last a second, and then I'm going to bounce right back. And this is why the offer that they make to you, same cup, this is the same fucking cup, you going to give it right back like, no, honey, I'm good, thank you. Please clarify the most likely outcome as a result of Mercury retrograde in Leo, and then Cancer for Virgo, summarize it, summarize it. Damn, excuse me. Didn't I say some of you are going to be breaking up with somebody? Yeah, you are. Can I have 2 more cards? That's way too many cards. Way too many. Can I have 2 more cards to clarify the most likely outcome for Virgo? 2 more cards to clarify the most likely outcome. Wow. Bottom of the deck is the Justice card. Reverse. A lot of you are filing for divorce if you're married. If you're not married and you're in a long-term relationship, you're going to be breaking that apart. Going back to how Mercury retrograde will challenge you. In light of these outcome cards, I'm also feeling like for some of you, you're going to be realizing, you know, I've ignored this shit for a long time, even though the universe was showing me what was really going on. And now I need to really see, you know, I really need to pay attention. I have to take the blindfold off and I have to manifest better, I don't want to say it's better new beginnings, but it's just like a better life for me. And you're consciously making this decision to move forward and leave this person completely alone. Especially with this 3 of Swords and the 4 of Swords and you and your environment placement. I feel like for a lot of you, you know, you finally decided to pull back your energy, and it's hard for you to heal now because you're thinking about all of the shit that has happened over the years, and it's making you kind of angry and bitter. Don't be bitter. There's no reason to be. I mean, at the end of the day, if you got the shitty end of the stick, you got the better deal. You're out of there. And they're fighting their way to get back in. You're not, it doesn't look like you're going to allow them back in, but you need to realize that everything happens for a reason. Your Ace of Cup over here is empty because you decided to empty that bitch. Or you realize that the offer that they were giving you was never, the cup was never full in the first place. And with the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords, that's a lot of clarity. It's a lot. Also, I also feel like there's going to be more information coming in as a result of this Mercury retrograde. Somebody's coming to tell y'all some shit. Somebody's either going to send you a random text, a random confidential anonymous text, or email. Check your spam folders because I really feel like somebody is going through a lot to cover their tracks to give you this necessary information. Now, oh my God, taking a break after y'all's video. It's too fucking hot in here. All right, here go your clarifiers. Look at this shit. You got the 2 of Cups reverse, breakup, divorce. You have the Page of Swords reverse because you realize that motherfucker, you've been lying to me the entire time. Three of Cups is also, for some of you, you could have been with your friends when you did, like, when you finally came to this conclusion that you need to leave them alone, or you could have also found out that their friends have been covering up for them, or their friends may have came to tell you, listen, this is what they've been doing. And then the last card was the King of Wands reverse. Like, you already knew that though, Virgo, so you surprised or not? This King of Wands is this Emperor, just in case you didn't know. FY fucking I. They're all the same people. They're not all reversed for nothing. Just saying. Just fucking saying. So, your most likely outcome is a divorce or a breakup. This doesn't feel like a separation. This feels like I'm officially done. Especially after the help that that Mercury, aka and the universe, give you. Like, it just, you feel like you are completely finished. It's gonna feel like it's not fair, especially since, not for nothing, for a lot of you, you pursued this happy life with them for so long, and they just kept stabbing you in the fucking back. Like, damn. You're supposed to be doing that. I don't give a fuck if I'm this King of Wands to you. You're supposed to take my shit and keep taking it. Meanwhile, Virgo, you like, bitch, no, I don't. I don't have to take it. Especially after the birth of a child, for some of you. For others of you, you're realizing that this needs to happen. You may not have known how you were going to make it happen, but you knew that you needed to, especially since this person threw you out of whack. Out of your element. I heard, like, am I going crazy? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe there's something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you. They may have manipulated you into thinking and believing that, Virgo, but there is nothing wrong with you. Totally a shit ton of things wrong with them, but there's nothing wrong with you. See, look, right after the Hermit was the Seven of Cups, because this is how they made you feel. Like, maybe it's not really what I'm seeing. Maybe that's not. No. What you're seeing is what the fuck it is. Period. And so now, this is good. Now you're detaching and following your intuition instead of ignoring it. Because remember, through most of the spread, you were ignoring this shit. And you're following it and releasing the devil. And now with the Five of Pentacles here, you're regaining your security. You are coming in out of the cold, and you are regaining your strength and taking your seat back on your throne as the King or Queen of Pentacles. You're not working on that shit anymore, or putting work into that relationship, coupleship, whatever the fuck it was, and you're focused on your coin now, Virgo. I like how at the beginning of the reading, there were a lot of swords, but the closer we got to the end of it, your element started to come out much more, and in an auspicious manner on top of that. That's really good, Virgo, because it shows that not only are you learning, you're applying the knowledge and severing the ties, which gives us what? Motherfucking wisdom. So this was an excellent reading. I gotta be honest. Your most likely outcome is you regaining yourself back. You're getting back to self. You're becoming recentered, refocused. Go ahead, Mercury, come through for your baby boo. Virgo, come through, come true. Come true. Alright, they're telling me you need 3 cards. Let's get 3. Can we have 3 advice cards for Virgo? Damn, that was one. That was motherfucking one. I have 2 more cards to 2 more advice cards for Virgo. Someone rise and being response in 2. 1 more card. You have Rondonite. Rhodonite? I don't fucking know. Rhodonite. You have that one. And it says, do you seek the divine in all your daily interactions? Are you in the process of healing after a loss? Oh, Three of Swords. Hey, boo. Allow your loved one to travel this sacred journey. Know that in many ways they are always with you. Recognize the divine feminine within you. Be assured that the truth is revealed in the end. Your next card was Purple Dyed Agate. And it says, is your intuition particularly heightened at this time? Oh, you're good. We talked about this too, remember? Okay. Are you receiving messages from the divine? Embrace this divine gift in order to live a charmed and enlightened life. Help others attain freedom from suffering and find happiness and peace. Pursue training to develop your intuitive gifts and use them freely. I can see y'all doing that because y'all think everything is supposed to be done methodically and with books and shit. Alright, maybe all of you. I'm not going to generalize all of you. I'm just saying. From my experience, and I've got plenty of Virgo experience, y'all like to do shit a certain way. Now, your last card was Azurite Malachite. Ooh. Okay, and it says, are you connected with the all-knowing and all-seeing part of yourself? Allow for the unimpeded flow of the information, knowledge, and wisdom that is within you. Seek out calming experiences such as meditation and visualization. Take notice of the signs and symbols around you and contemplate their meaning. Yo, what the fuck are we talking about here? We don't need to go any further. Everything I just said in the reading was reiterated through this deck. The fuck is a reiterized? Fucking airhead. What a fucking numbnut. So y'all know what y'all got to do. Listen to your intuition. If you feel as if you're not sure about it, exercise your intuitive muscles, man. Heal. Do the fucking healing. It's okay. Do it. This is the deck I'm using. Masters, Mystics, Saints, and Gemstone Guardian cards by Margaret Ann Lembo. Hey, I'll even do this for you, do you one better. So, we're done. Follow your intuition. That seems to be a really big message. It has a lot, this Mercury retrograde has a lot to do with your feelings and listening to your intuition. So listen. And don't tune out your fucking, your feelings and emotions. And Virgo, please get the fuck out of your head. Because y'all too much up in there. Too much up in there. You're doing the right thing by you. Do what's right by you. I'ma always say that. I'm always going to say that. Okay, guys? Thank you for listening, sharing, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Don't forget, all my information will be below in the description box if you want to hit a sister up for a personal session. Also, if this video resonated for you at all, please leave me a thumbs up, comment, whatever you may, however you like, and all that good shit. That Cancer energy is strong, Do not underestimate your gut. It would be really bad for y'all to do that. Just saying. Now, don't forget to tell a friend, tell a friend.